So today was quite the wild day in the crypto market. We saw swings to the downside, swings to the upside, and we actually closed today on a very good note across the crypto market. And I stumbled across something that I couldn't wait to get home and make a video about because this may be indicating this was our last shakeout around these prices in the crypto market. Now, I want to talk about this with you guys. So, if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So let's talk about Bitcoin first, because Bitcoin is really the driving force about what's happened over the last 24 hours. If you guys caught some of my earlier videos today, we talked about this strong amount of long Bitcoin leverage liquidations. And this actually moved BTC very much to the downside in a very abrupt way. It got down actually into the 89K range, a range that BTC has actually not been at since all the way back in the middle of November. So this was obviously a very aggressive drop. We saw alts, which I talk about mostly here on the channel, drop very aggressively as well. We saw ADA drop into the 88 cent range. We actually saw SHIB drop below 4020. It frankly sucked, right? But the nice thing is that just as we had long leverage liquidations to the downside, we had nice short leverage liquidations to the upside. And BTC managed to close its daily candle right above this 50-day moving average, a very strong move for Bitcoin. And in fact, what we actually printed on the day was a dragonfly doji. That is a strong bullish reversal candle for BTC. It doesn't always play out, but it may be a very nice sign about what is to come. And you guys can see that BTC is not wanting to close its daily candles below this 50-day moving average. Now, what's interesting about this is we obviously saw alts go on a little bit of a bleed. Right now BTC dominance did go on a little bit of a surge here as well. And what's interesting is we are kind of playing into again that inverse head and shoulders here. So we really got to watch this and see if maybe BTC gets a little bit of throwback up. Maybe this is our neckline. Maybe this is our neckline, and this is about it. It looks like a nice calm face. And if you guys can't tell, I am extremely calm right now because I noticed something in terms of BTC and the total two, which is altcoins and basically all the assets outside of Bitcoin. And while BTC has been in this process of actually setting lower lows, what we're actually seeing is a lot of resilience from alts. We are actually setting higher lows. And I thought to myself, man, this is actually kind of interesting. I talked about this actually in a tweet today. If you guys haven't checked out my Twitter, definitely go do so. But I thought to myself, this is kind of interesting. How does this compare to last market cycle? So when we look back at 2021, entering January, obviously the year of the boom, we got off on kind of a similar note. We actually had a nice little climb to start the year, and then BTC did exactly what it's doing right now. And I thought that was kind of strange. BTC was actually setting lower lows. It was in a consolidation trend. This actually started right about January 9th or so and lasted until basically the lower low was on January 22nd. I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. And then we took a look back actually at the total two. And the question was, what was the total two? Basically all assets outside of BTC doing at the same time. It was actually setting higher lows. So what's interesting about this is we're actually following the exact same trend from last market cycle. And this is a strong indication because what you're starting to see now is this divergence of altcoins versus Bitcoin. Altcoins are gaining strength while Bitcoin is just slowing down and taking its breath. And where this is important is this is where you start to see the decorrelations happen. This is where you start to see assets really gain in BTC dominance versus in a big way. Now, granted, obviously BTC dominance over the last week or so has climbed. It has moved to the upside, but understand that during the same time, this is about when we go through this chop, and it's right before we have this big BTC dominance drop off. Now, what I want to reference people to as well is while BTC was setting these lower lows, it did not take long before it started setting higher lows. In fact, last market cycle, it took 5 days. All right. So right now is the 13th. What comes in 7 days? January 20th. Now, I don't want to keep saying that January 20th is the day. January 20th is the day. That's not what I'm trying to say. But understand that, anybody saying that things are happening in a strange way or it's something out of the ordinary, it's not. It's all occurring the same way. And while some alts may be doing well, some may be kind of lagging, over this last, month or so, understand that it's or as a whole in line with what we have seen historically speaking. So this gives me a lot of confidence actually heading into this next week. I had a conversation actually with a good buddy of mine, also does content as well, Austin. I'm sure you guys have heard of Austin Hilton. And we're having some discussions about, what is to come here as we approach January 20th. And I really wanted to hit home on all this capital is parked on the sidelines in exchanges, in USDT and stables right now. And it's not leaving crypto. That's where I think there's this big misconception. All this capital is being parked in stables right now. And what is it waiting for? The only reason you'd park in stables is to wait and re-enter the market. Otherwise, you'd see people selling for fiat. You'd see USDT supply dropping. You'd see burns going on like they were about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, right? So these are very important signs. And in fact, people that took advantage of the dips may have been able to catch the very last one at these levels. So I just thought this was interesting. I wanted to share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think this was the last shakeout in these ranges? And are we about to see a nice move to the upside? Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.